establish patterns or unique circumstances in which we can better understand what they really are. We need to gather the pieces of the puzzle in order to create a picture we can present to the scientific community to prove our case. Persistent investigation will someday lead to the identification and protection of these gentle giants. We must work in an intelligent and cautious manner in order not to harm them or drive them farther away. As we go forth into the woods, forests, and swamps in search of these elusive creatures, we must proceed ethically to preserve nature and the integrity of these rare and unique animals. The purpose of this book is to add information that I have discovered to the body of evidence already found. Although my evidence is circumstantial, it all stems from my personal observation and not from pure speculation or imagination. I have used what I found to present the best argument I can for the existence of these creatures. Hopefully, those going into the field can build on my discoveries to understand them better and to recognize patterns that were previously not clear. Prologue. For as long as I can remember, I've been curious about the paranormal. I've been drawn to stories, movies, and TV shows about the strange, the weird, and the unusual. I finally reached a point in my life where I felt the call to search these things out for myself, instead of leaving all the fun and adventure of investigation to others. I started with ghost investigations after being inspired by the TV show Ghost Hunters. I've since been to some of the most haunted locations in the United States and have crept in the dark, infrared camera in hand, alongside the likes of Amy Bruni of Ghost Hunters and Kindred Spirits fame, and Chris Williams from Ghost Hunters and Ghost Hunters International. We did an investigation at the Morrison Lodge in Elizabethtown, Kentucky, which served as a Confederate field hospital during the Civil War. During my ghost hunting adventures, I have concentrated on ghost photography, using special night vision and full spectrum cameras. I believe I have some of the best authentic ghost pictures in the world. Several years ago, the mystery of Bigfoot caught my attention. In June 2011, I flew from Ohio to Washington State to visit my daughter, who lived and worked in the Northwest as a newspaper reporter. We decided to spend several days together and rented a cabin near Portland, Oregon. Together, we took a tour of the exceptionally spooky Shanghai tunnels beneath the city. The tunnels are a haunted location that once housed countless men and women who were kidnapped from the streets above and sold into slavery or prostitution. We stayed in a mountainside cabin in an Oregon state park about 30 or 40 minutes outside of Portland. There, we had easy access to the city, but could look out over a beautiful green valley while we feasted on breakfasts of fresh-caught trout and fried eggs cooked in cast iron over an open fire. The location gave us the best of both worlds, and I highly recommend experiencing Oregon this way. On one day of our stay, we decided to go see the Pacific Ocean. We headed west on Highway 26, which winds through valleys and the coastal range before opening up to the mighty Pacific and the sea stacks lining the coast. My daughter drove, so I had the chance to soak in the scenery. As I watched the landscape slip by, I spotted something that I recognized from my years of consuming all types of media about the paranormal, something that I knew was associated with Bigfoot in particular. Across a field next to the highway, there were several trees that had been pulled out of the ground and thrust back in upside down. I asked my daughter to pull over so I could take a picture and told her what we were witnessing. She was skeptical, but I knew what I saw. It was the first real, physical evidence of Bigfoot I had encountered in my life. This wasn't just a story to me anymore. That's when my personal search began. When I got home to Ohio, I started looking for any information about or evidence of Bigfoot that I could find. I discovered that Ohio is actually quite a hotbed of Bigfoot activity, with many sightings reported and much evidence found. Thanks to my skills as a hunter and a woodsman, I've been able to find tracks and amass other incredible evidence of the existence of this creature, including some photographs. We'll talk about these as we explore the Sasquatch enigma together. Take a walk in the Bigfoot woods with an old ghost hunter and expect the unexpected. 1.